So have you ever heard of NAFTA before? So NAFTA is a North American Free Trade Agreement. The goal of NAFTA is to eliminate barriers to trade and commerce and investment between the US, Canada, and Mexico. When it was first implemented back in the mid-90s, its implementation led to immediate elimination on tariffs of up to a half of Mexico's imports to the US and about a third of the imports from our exports from the US to Mexico. So about now you're probably asking, Mike, so who really benefits from NAFTA? Well, one of the companies, our company that I work for, they benefit a lot from the implementation of NAFTA. So I built electronics for the Japan market. We built electronics in the northern suburbs and sent them to, we built them in manufacturing in the northern suburbs and sent them to Japan, essentially. So, sorry, haven't get this one in a while. But but we basically build them here and export them to Asia, which is the Asia that we're in a trade war with currently, yes. So I had a new manager that came into my department, and I got recruited to work on the strategic manufacturing cost reduction team. And what I learned was about many cost reductions. One of them was what we call the NAFTA shift. So I know it sounds like a dance move, but it's not. So using the NAFTA shift, we imported components from all over the world into Mexico. We did some value-add assembly, and then we were able to shift the components into the US without having to pay any tariffs. So that sounds like a cost reduction. It's good for the company and good for everybody, right? And good for the US. Well, you might be surprised to learn that other countries outside the US also benefit from NAFTA. So the NAFTA shift allows other non-NAFTA countries like Taiwan, China, to ship parts into Mexico, do some value-add assembly, and then ship them into the US, tariff-free, even though the products came from outside North America. So you might be saying to yourself, well, that doesn't sound right, then other countries should really benefit from NAFTA, right? Well, one country that benefited very much from it was China, or is China. So if you want to take a look at this, I want to show you just a quick statistic about China. So in terms of concrete usage, they used more concrete in the last 3 years than the US used in the entire 20th century. So about 6.8 gigatons of concrete. So it means, China and other countries, they're producing a lot of parts and shipping them into the US. They're not really paying as many tariffs as we are, so a lot of the proceeds of the profits that they're using to, build, expand their cities and increase the population. They're keeping up with their population growth. So, you may be asking yourself, so what can I do? I'm not a politician. What can I do to, about NAFTA, unfair trade practices? Here's something you do. The next time you're in Walmart, next time you're shopping, try to buy something that's made in the US. So, try whenever possible to buy American-made products. And if you want more American jobs, and oppose NAFTA and buy products that are made here in the US. So, here's another, just to give you a perspective, how much is 6.6 gigatons of concrete? This is a concrete cube, giant cement cube, superimposed in Chicago, over Chicago. I don't know if you can see that. I've got a picture of it. And then next slide is showing a big island of cement covering parking lot Hawaii. So it's enough cement to cover the entire big island of Hawaii. So it's a lot of concrete. Anyways, that's about it.